Listen carefully. If you have diabetes, or if you want to avoid it, this might be the most important message you'll ever hear. Because every single day, millions of people unknowingly poison themselves. They consume foods that silently, mercilessly destroy their bodies. Foods that disguise themselves as healthy, but behind the scenes, they spike your blood sugar, wreck your organs, and set you on a path toward irreversible damage. Are you eating these foods right now? You might think you're safe, but what if I told you that some of the foods you trust the most are the very things pushing you closer to blindness, amputations, heart failure, or even death? This is not fear-mongering, this is real. And today, you will discover 3 foods that are secretly killing you. 3 foods that diabetic patients eat every single day, never realizing they're destroying their health. Stay with me till the end, because food number 3 is the most dangerous of them all. Yet 90% of diabetics have it sitting in their kitchen right now. And worst of all, even if you don't have diabetes yet, these foods could be silently pushing you toward it. Most people think diabetes is just about high blood sugar. They couldn't be more wrong. Diabetes is a slow, silent killer. It doesn't just affect your blood sugar, it attacks your entire body. It destroys your nerves, causing unbearable pain and numbness in your feet. It poisons your blood vessels, leading to strokes and heart disease. It blinds you, turning simple tasks into a nightmare. It shuts down your kidneys, forcing you onto dialysis, trapping you in a cycle of suffering. And the worst part, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, silently, until one day it's too late. That's why every choice you make right now matters. Because what you eat today determines your health tomorrow. So let's expose the 3 foods that could be pushing you toward disaster. And make sure to listen carefully, because food number 3 is the biggest lie in the entire food industry. Food number 1, the healthy breakfast that's destroying your blood sugar. What's the first thing you eat in the morning? For most diabetics, it's a seemingly healthy breakfast. Oatmeal cereal, toast, or even a banana. But what if I told you these foods are worse than candy for diabetics? Yes, worse than candy. Let's talk about oatmeal. You've been told it's heart healthy. Doctors recommend it. Advertisements claim it's great for you. But here's what they don't tell you. Oatmeal spikes your blood sugar, just like white bread. Instant oats are even worse. They digest rapidly, sending your blood sugar skyrocketing. And flavored oatmeal? It's loaded with hidden sugars that make diabetes worse. Don't believe me? A 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that oatmeal caused higher blood sugar spikes than eggs, avocados, or even some processed foods. So while you think you're starting the day on a healthy note, in reality, you're setting yourself up for a sugar roller coaster, which leads to fatigue, cravings, and insulin resistance. And if you're eating cereals or toast, even worse. Most cereals, even the healthy ones, are packed with sugar and processed grains that send your blood sugar soaring. And whole wheat toast? It's nearly as bad as white bread. So what should you eat instead? Try protein-rich breakfasts like eggs, Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts. These foods stabilize blood sugar, keep you full longer, and prevent dangerous sugar crashes. Now let's move to food number 2, the sneaky villain hiding in almost every meal you eat. Food number 2, the hidden sugar bomb in your meals. You probably know sugar is bad for diabetes, but what if I told you that you're eating sugar without even realizing it? Because food companies hide sugar in places you'd never expect. And the biggest offender? Yes, your ketchup, barbecue sauce, salad dressings, and even healthy yogurt, they're secretly filled with sugar. Here's the terrifying truth. 1 tablespoon of ketchup contains more sugar than a chocolate chip cookie. Most salad dressings have as much sugar as a can of soda. Even low-fat or organic options are loaded with hidden sugars. And these hidden sugars don't just spike your blood sugar, they create a vicious cycle. Each time you consume them, your body releases insulin to deal with the sugar rush. Over time, your cells become resistant to insulin. This leads to full-blown diabetes. And what's worse, sugar feeds inflammation. It makes nerve pain worse. It accelerates aging. It even fuels cancer cells. So what can you do? Simple. Read every label. Avoid anything with corn syrup, cane sugar, or maltodextrin. Instead, choose olive oil, vinegar, lemon juice, or homemade dressings. Now, let's talk about food number 3, the most shocking, dangerous food of all. Food 3, the ultimate blood sugar disaster. This one will shock you. Because this food is recommended by doctors, dietitians, and even diabetes organizations. Yet it is one of the most dangerous foods for diabetics. What is it? Whole wheat bread. Yes, whole wheat bread. I know what you're thinking. Isn't whole wheat supposed to be healthy? That's exactly what the food industry wants you to believe. But here's the truth. Whole wheat bread spikes blood sugar just as much as white bread. Most whole wheat breads are still highly processed, stripping away fiber. And worst of all, they turn into sugar in your body almost instantly. In fact, a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that whole wheat bread caused just as much of a blood sugar spike as white bread, or even pure sugar. So while you think you're eating healthy bread, your blood sugar is going through the roof. Instead, switch to low-carb alternatives like almond flour or coconut flour bread. Or better yet, ditch bread altogether. Final warning, your health is in your hands. Now that you know the truth, what will you do? Will you keep eating these foods and risk your health? Or will you take action today before it's too late? The choice is yours. But remember this, diabetes doesn't wait, and neither should you. Make the change before it's too late.